Have you ever noticed how your heart seems to speak louder with age? Maybe it's not through words, but through little signals, a flutter here, a moment of breathlessness there, or just a feeling that it's working harder than it once did. It can be unsettling, can't it? After all, your heart has been faithfully beating for you since the very first moment of your life. It's carried you through childhood games, long workdays, and countless joys and struggles. And now, after 60, it deserves a little extra love and care. The truth is, your heart doesn't have to age in the way many people assume. Yes, birthdays come and go, but inside your chest, that muscle has an amazing ability to stay strong, flexible, and resilient if you give it the right support. Think of it like an old but reliable car. If you change the oil, keep it fueled properly, and take it for regular drives, it can keep going smoothly for years. Your heart is the same. It can remain vibrant and youthful. And that's what we're going to talk about. In this conversation, we'll explore practical, simple ways you can keep your heart young even after 60. These aren't extreme diets or grueling workouts, and they're certainly not about giving up the pleasures of life. Instead, they're about small, realistic choices that add up to a big difference. Because longevity isn't just about living more years, it's about living them with energy, comfort, and peace of mind. Let's begin with something you've probably been told before, but I promise you, it deserves repeating: staying active. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or sweating it out in a gym unless that's something you truly enjoy. Staying active after 60 is about movement that feels good and keeps your body engaged. A daily walk around the neighborhood, gentle yoga in the morning, dancing in the living room to your favorite old song, all of these count. Every time you move, you're telling your heart, I'm keeping you in shape. Movement improves circulation, helps maintain a healthy weight, lowers blood pressure, and keeps your arteries flexible. I know it's easy to think, I'll just rest today, I've earned it. And of course, rest is important. But too much sitting is like leaving that reliable car parked for months. The engine starts to stiffen, and things don't work as smoothly. Even 20 or 30 minutes of light activity most days can make your heart stronger and younger. Imagine your heart as a grateful companion that smiles with every step you take. But just as important as moving is what fuels your body. Food is not just calories, it's information for your cells. After 60, your heart thrives when you feed it foods that nurture rather than burden it. That means choosing more colorful vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins. It doesn't have to be complicated. A bowl of oatmeal with berries in the morning, a colorful salad at lunch, grilled fish with steamed vegetables for dinner, these simple meals provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals that keep your arteries clean and your blood pressure steady. And let's not forget healthy fats, because they're your heart's best friend. Think olive oil, avocados, and nuts like almonds or walnuts. These fats actually protect your heart and reduce harmful cholesterol. Compare that with heavily processed foods, sugary snacks, or too much red meat. Those are like throwing sand into the engine of that car we talked about. They clog, they slow down, they wear things out faster. Now, I'm not suggesting you never enjoy a slice of cake at your granddaughter's birthday or a special meal during a holiday. Life is meant to be enjoyed. The key is balance. Let those treats be moments of celebration rather than daily habits, and let the everyday meals be your medicine. Because every bite you take is either helping your heart stay young or making it work harder than it needs to. And while we're talking about fuel, let's not forget water. So many people underestimate how much hydration affects the heart. When you're dehydrated, your blood gets thicker, and your heart has to pump harder. A few glasses of water spread throughout the day keep things running smoothly. Think of it as oiling the gears, simple, essential, and often overlooked. Finally, let's touch on something deeply connected to both activity and nutrition: maintaining a healthy weight. Carrying extra pounds, especially around the waist, puts strain on your heart. It has to work harder to supply blood to the whole body, and over time, that can lead to problems. But here's the good news: even small changes can make a big difference. Losing just a few pounds through gentle movement and mindful eating can lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and ease the workload on your heart. It's not about perfection or strict dieting, it's about gradual, steady steps that you can live with comfortably. What's most encouraging is that none of these changes are out of reach. They don't require a lot of money, fancy equipment, or extreme sacrifice. They simply ask for awareness and consistency. When you walk a little each day, choose meals that are colorful and nourishing, and give your body the hydration it needs, you're already doing some of the best things possible to keep your heart feeling young. And remember, your heart responds quickly. Within weeks of better habits, you may notice more energy, steadier breathing, and even brighter moods. It's as though your heart says, "Thank you. This is exactly what I needed." That's the beauty of taking care of yourself. Your body is always ready to respond positively, no matter your age. Another powerful way to keep your heart young after 60 is by paying attention to something most people don't realize is as important as diet or exercise: stress. Yes, the way you think and feel every day directly affects the health of your heart. Have you ever noticed that when you're upset or worried, your chest feels tighter, or your breathing becomes shallow? That's not your imagination. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline put your heart into overdrive, raising blood pressure and speeding up your heartbeat. When stress becomes chronic, it's like running your heart on high gear all the time, wearing it down faster than it should. The good news is that calming your mind is one of the most heart-healing gifts you can give yourself. This doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours on end or retreat to a quiet mountain. It can be as simple as sitting quietly in your chair, closing your eyes, and breathing slowly for 5 minutes. Or listening to soft music, praying, gardening, or enjoying a cup of tea without rushing. These little pauses tell your nervous system, it's safe. You can relax now. And in turn, your heart settles into a calmer, steadier rhythm. Think of it as giving your heart moments of rest and recovery, so it stays stronger in the long run. Equally important is the power of sleep. Too many people treat sleep like it's optional, something you squeeze in after a busy day. But for your heart, sleep is like a nightly tune-up. During those hours of rest, your body lowers blood pressure, repairs tissues, and balances hormones. Without enough good quality sleep, your heart is forced to keep working in a state of exhaustion. Over time, that raises the risk of heart disease, irregular rhythms, and even heart failure. And here's the thing: sleep changes as we age. Many seniors find themselves waking up more during the night or struggling to fall asleep. That's natural, but it doesn't mean you have to settle for restless nights. A calming evening routine, like dimming the lights, avoiding screens, or sipping warm herbal tea, can make a huge difference. Even small adjustments, like keeping your bedroom cool and dark or going to bed at the same time each night, signal your body that it's time to rest. When you wake up feeling refreshed, your heart thanks you by working more efficiently all day long. Now, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked in conversations about heart health: connection. Believe it or not, your relationships and social life have a direct impact on your heart strength. Loneliness and isolation can increase stress, weaken immunity, and even raise the risk of heart problems. On the other hand, staying connected with people you love, whether it's family, friends, or a community group, creates joy and reduces stress, which is like a protective shield for your heart. Think about how your heart feels when you laugh with a friend, share a meal with family, or simply sit with someone who understands you. That sense of belonging is not just emotional, it's physical. Studies show that people with strong social ties have healthier hearts and live longer. And connection doesn't always have to mean in person. A phone call, a video chat, or even writing letters can give your heart that same sense of warmth and security. It's like telling your heart, you're not carrying this life alone. Of course, there's another connection that matters just as much, the one between your choices and habits. For example, if you're already walking daily or making healthier meals, sharing that experience with someone else can double the benefit. A walking buddy makes exercise more enjoyable, and a partner in healthy eating makes it easier to stay consistent. These shared efforts strengthen both your heart and your spirit. So far, we've talked about movement, mindful eating, hydration, weight, stress management, quality sleep, and the importance of human connection. Each of these plays a role in protecting your heart, but together, they create a lifestyle that helps your heart stay young and strong. And the beautiful part is, you don't have to do them all perfectly. Every small step adds up, like laying one brick at a time until you've built a wall of protection around your health. One more way to keep your heart young, and perhaps one of the most overlooked, is to pay attention to joy. Yes, joy. Too often, as we get older, life can feel like it's slowing down, or our days become filled with routines that don't spark excitement anymore. But your heart, just like your mind, responds to joy in a powerful way. When you laugh, when you dance, when you listen to music that makes you smile, your body releases chemicals that lower blood pressure, ease tension, and create a sense of lightness. These moments of happiness literally give your heart a break from the heavy lifting of stress. Think about the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt, or when you felt completely immersed in something you loved doing. In those moments, your heart wasn't just beating, it was thriving. Scientists have found that laughter improves blood flow almost instantly, while activities that bring joy can reduce inflammation and strengthen your immune system. For a heart that has carried you through 6 or more decades of life, joy isn't a luxury, it's medicine. So whether it's joining a local singing group, playing cards with friends, or even watching a funny movie, give yourself permission to embrace joy as often as you can. Another practice that keeps the heart young is staying curious and engaged with life. Your heart doesn't live in isolation from your brain. When your mind is stimulated, when you're learning something new or challenging yourself, your heart benefits too. Curiosity keeps your blood flowing, your energy levels higher, and your outlook brighter. Seniors who continue learning, whether through reading, puzzles, crafts, or new hobbies, tend to have lower rates of depression and better cardiovascular health. Why? Because curiosity keeps the spark of life alive. Think of it this way, your heart has always worked for you, from the day you were born until this very moment. It has never taken a break. The least we can do in return is give it the fuel of joy, curiosity, love, and care. When you nourish your life with these things, your heart feels lighter, and your whole body responds by staying younger. And then there's gratitude, a practice so simple, yet so transformative. Taking a few moments each day to notice what you're thankful for lowers stress, steadies the heartbeat, and lifts mood. Gratitude is like a balm for the heart, easing the burdens it carries. Seniors who regularly practice gratitude often report feeling younger, more optimistic, and more at peace. And when your emotional world is steady, your physical heart reflects that stability. So when you put all of this together, nourishing your body with good food and water, keeping it moving with daily activity, giving it the gift of rest, managing stress, staying socially connected, filling your days with joy, curiosity, and gratitude, you're not just extending the years of your life. You're giving those years richness, quality, and vitality. A young heart isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about living fully, loving deeply, and waking up each day with energy and purpose. I want you to remember something important: it's never too late to start. No matter your age, no matter your health challenges, your heart responds to care. If you've never been consistent with walking, you can start with 5 minutes today. If you've struggled with stress, you can take one slow breath right now. If you felt lonely, you can reach out with a phone call. Every choice, no matter how small, strengthens and renews your heart. And here's the beauty of it all. By caring for your heart, you're not only adding years to your life, but you're also adding life to your years. You're giving yourself the chance to enjoy grandchildren's laughter, family gatherings, quiet evenings with your favorite book, and all the little moments that make life so worth living. So, take this as an invitation to start today. Choose one small thing to practice for your heart, and let it grow from there. Over time, those little steps create a rhythm of health and vitality that keeps your heart young well into your later years. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one thing you do every day that makes your heart feel strong and alive? Share it in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips to help you live your best life after 60. Here's to a heart that beats strong, steady, and full of life, no matter your age.